Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another movie review. Now, I know I've been late to this, but we here. We watched it. We gonna get into it. So, I just watched the movie Praise This on Peacock, and you can only find it on the Peacock app. So, I'm telling you, what are you waiting for? Get the Peacock app and watch this movie. You will not be disappointed, because I was, how would you put this? Intrigued from start to finish. Okay? And I give it a round of applause because they did their thing in it, and we're going to get into it. So, the movie in question is Praise This. Okay? It stars Chloe Bailey, Drewski, Corinne Hawthorne, Mac Wiles, which his real name is Tristan, but whatever. Mac Wiles, Quavo, Black China's in it, Country Wayne's in it. The dude that works with Country Wayne, Big Mike, he's in it. Crystal, Renee Hazlett, my girl, Fatima. Okay. That's the name of a few, okay? So, yeah, let's just say I was highly impressed. Like, not for nothing, I love Chloe as a artist, but her acting skills is phenomenal. Because if y'all do not remember, she had her first, I believe, movie role in the Fighting Temptations alongstar Beyonce and Cuba Gooding Jr. Okay? Just a little backstory. Y'all didn't know how Chloe got down. Okay? She been in this business. Okay? So, let's get into it. Okay? Got that out the way. All right. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. So, it starts off with, the movie is based in Atlanta. So, it's like, kind of like, this movie put me in the mind of a black Pitch Perfect. If y'all ain't watched Pitch Perfect, then y'all don't know what I'm talking about, okay? But anyways, it starts off with this praise team singing this song. And I guess it's like I wouldn't say a revival, but you know how it's a competition where all these churches come together, and I guess the choir, you know, pick songs to sing about, and it has to be about the Lord, God, anything that involves the Bible and the church. So, you know, see who can do the best. And I guess they end up winning and stuff like that. They go to nationals or regionals and stuff like that in the finals. And people pick who becomes the winner for that year. So it starts off with this one group from, well, one church is called the Oil Factory or whatever. So they just so happens that they lost, and you know they had to try again for the next upcoming year. So that was that. And then it stars Sam, played by Chloe Bailey. Her and her dad are driving. Come to find out, one of the girls from the praise team that didn't win, that's her cousin. Her name is Jess. So Sam is being dropped off by her dad to Jess's house, which is her uncle Larry and her mother and her aunt. Okay, so Sam is not too thrilled about that because ever since her mom died, I think a year ago, it's just been her and her dad. So basically, she's like a rebellious teen giving her dad hell. Yeah. I don't know if you could say hell because it's like a Christian Bible movie, but whatever. Yeah. So she been giving him a run for his money, and the best way he could do is like assist her with somebody else from the family to help, which is his brother. So he drove her from LA all the way to Atlanta. Yeah, so that's where she resides at now. At first she got there, her cousin Jess greeted her, told her how beautiful she looked and whatnot. And, you know, she was still, like, not really, you know, paying no mind to her dad. And her uncle is, like, a psychologist. So, basically, he sat them down once she got in the house or whatever and had, like, this therapy session just to, like, get out their thoughts and feelings. And Sam was not hearing what her dad had to say, and basically the dad was at his wit's end. It was just like, okay, whatever. So eventually she leaves. The dad leaves, and Jess shows Sam to her room. Their rooms are connected to each other. Jess also told her what she likes to do. Like, she likes to paint about cats. She likes to get into drums, and she's in this praise team and whatnot. So, you know, the next day comes around, is church. Sam thought she was just going to stay in bed all day and sleep. Jess was like, nah, it's church day in Atlanta. We go to church. So Jess and her got in the car and they went to church. She thought she was going to this one church because it was cool. It was a vibe. But that's one of the rivals for that praise team situation. And no. So they finally get to their church. Jess shows her around and tells her about the people in her praise group and tells them, you know, to meet the members or whatever. This is my cousin, my sister cousin, because they were cousins, but they grew up as sisters because that's how close they was. So that's that. Jess is in the praise group, and Sam is sitting up where they are and just sitting and taking back, listening to everything. And she was like, that's not bad. One of the girls really vibes with Sam, Kiki, from the praise group. And the other girl, I think her name is Melissa, that she's so stuck up. Like, she already off the bat knew that Sam was going to cause her problems. So she wasn't trying to, like, let her take her spot or whatever. So, yeah, that was that. So, we already, like, so long and I don't talk y'all arrow. Let's move this right along. So, let's get into it. So, one day, after they got home from church, Sam was checking, I guess, her social media or whatever, and she found one of these guys that he has music out. His name is Ty, played by Quavo. He's an artist, and she loves his music and whatnot, so she figured out where he stayed. And her cousin made up a lie to the parents that they was going to praise team practice. And they was like, okay, but at the same time, the parents, well, Jess's parents was like basically trying to, you know, get it on, like, oh, they about to be at practice. We got some time to do some things, if y'all know what I mean. Okay, so they end up crashing the guy's party, having a good time. They started drinking, you know, feeling the vibes. They basically, I would say, toured his house without touring or whatever. And they had made it to where he had his trophies at, and she made this whole speech thinking, like, I want to thank my fans, want to thank my cousin, and last but not least, let me thank my mom. You know, she's really going through it since her mom passed. And eventually, Ty comes out, and he hears her singing his song, but in a nice sultry way. And he was intrigued, like, okay. And then just so happens the cops came and raided the party, but she threw her jacket down. I guess they had drugs on the table. So she threw her jacket down to, like, save face or whatever. And one of the officers recognized Jess, so he ended up taking both of them home. And that's when they got in trouble. And the dad, well, Uncle Larry was like, so since you want to lie about going to praise practice, let's make this lie a truth. You're now in the praise team, so now Sam has to, you know, get in good with everybody and, you know, really take this up as a punishment. Basically, get to know God and learn the ways and how to be a good person and just, you know, change her ways. So, which is actually a blessing in disguise. Okay. So now she's now in the praise team. Now she got to start learning these songs. Because basically what they do is they take songs and make it holy. Anything that involves God, it was good. So later on after that, she did that, whatever. They decided to go out because, what's this dude's name? We just going to call him Drew, even though Drew, his real name, because I forgot his name in the movie. Drew, he offered her to hang out sometime because he works at this club called the Painted something. And come to find out, it's a bowling alley where I guess the kids hang out and play. Hang out, bowl, have a good time. So he offered her that, and she was like, so when you offered me to hang out with you, I didn't think you was going to, like, make me work. She basically helped him with his shift or whatnot. So I guess like a few days later or so, because now she's on the team, they go to hang out at this club, and Country Wayne is playing a DJ, and Jess suggested that Sam could take any song and turn it into like godly and make it sound so good. So she ends up doing 3 songs. She did her thing. And everybody was like, okay, she got what it takes, okay. So now they started practicing for these, practicing their song. And Melissa, she didn't like that because she just feels like this girl came out of nowhere coming to take her spot. But you shouldn't feel intimidated by somebody coming in. They should be able to, like, you should be willing to be like, okay, we got some fresh meat. Let's see what she has to offer. And, like, welcome to her with welcoming arms. But, no, you were just so judgmental and just standoffish to her. Like, okay, I see how it's going to go. Real recognize real. And this is not the case. So, eventually, over time, Sam starts liking the idea. She ends up meeting more with Ty. And he also wanted to work with her. So, he helped her, you know. Well, they both helped each other. Because they ended up doing, a semifinals praise competition. They got into the 3rd place. And they was thinking, okay, now that we got our foot in, let's go a little harder. So now she started working with Ty. And he basically gave her the inspiration to, like, get going. Because before, he used to have problems, like, keep going with writing his music and whatnot, and she turned his song into a good godly song, and it's like, oh, this is good. You made me like realize that everything is gonna be okay. Like, I could do this. Thanks for that. So she ends up taking, after they ended up writing a song or whatever, she changed it around. She ended up getting a sample of the new beat that he had for a song that he's about to drop. She ends up changing the song for the competition at the last minute. He came to watch her perform it, and he already knew off the bat, like, oh, she can't be trusted. Like, she really did him dirty. She betrayed his trust. And, like, he kind of was, like, on the fence with her. Like, he didn't want to have nothing to do with her, be around her or anything. And she tried to apologize. He dead her on that. So now she had to find a way to right her wrong. And that was crazy. Her and her cousin got into it. And then later on that day, she ended up going to this bar to drink. But the guy at the bar wouldn't give her a drink because the pastor's wife owns the club and she sings it. So it's like, no, that's not a good thing. So, yeah. After that, you know, her and the first lady had a good talk. And she talked about her things because she was also there. When she first got there, she was at the club when she heard her sing, and she was like, oh, yeah, you got a gift. You can use it. So after that, and they realized they didn't make it to the finals, PG, the pastor, sat them down and talked. And, you know, that's when she basically confessed everything she had on her heart. And it was like a breath of fresh air to finally get it off and not hold anything back. She still tried to make it right with Ty. He wasn't, you know, going for it. So she decided to focus all her stuff on, you know, learning the new routine, the song and whatnot. Long story short, they do a good performance. And all the other rivals was there to, like, congratulate them. Because at the end, she got all of them to come together and sing the song together, which was a beautiful, amazing experience to watch and see. And the crowd was going crazy. Come to find out, they end up winning first place, which is a first probably for them. And, you know, Ty was there. He was happy. He was like, maybe we can, and she was like, maybe we can get back in touch, you know, because she wanted to start things over. She apologized. He kind of accepted it. And then was like, yeah, we'll keep in touch. He touched her shoulder and then he left. And yeah, it was a definitely great movie. I know I kind of left off some parts, but I don't want to bore y'all to death because this video will be over 30 minutes plus long. And I don't want to do that to y'all guys. So, gotta leave y'all some room for some speculation. Okay? So, y'all can tune in for yourself. Yeah. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Definitely tune into the Peacock app so you can watch it because you would not be disappointed. Like, I'm about to go watch it again. That's just how good it is. And I tell y'all this before in every movie review I do. If I tell you if I watched it more than once, you know it's a good movie because I would never steer you wrong. Like I said, you can check it out on the Peacock app called Praise This, starring Chloe Bailey, Drewski, Corinne Hawthorne, Crystal Hazlett, Mac Wiles, Country Rain, and a whole bunch of others. Yeah, so with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.